Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try to find the silver linings in even the worst of films. Today I want to talk about something a little off the cuff here, and that's that the final Mission Impossible is coming out next week, and I don't hear anyone talking about it, which is really disappointing to me because we live in a world where all of these movies that make $1 billion, $600 million, hell, even $400 million, are shot predominantly on the volume or green screen. And what the volume is essentially a giant room that actors stand in, and there's a giant dome around them that's an LCD screen, or whatever kind of screen it is, and they project the environment on it, so it looks like they're really walking in the desert, or it looks like they're really walking in the city, but really they're just walking in this little room, and behind them is just a projection. And movies like Star Wars are filmed on a green screen, where obviously they're not flying ships in space, and obviously they're not battling on an island with millions of volcanoes surrounding them. It's all green screen, and although it looks amazing, there's still this uncanny valley where we understand in our head what we're seeing is not real. It looks great, but we know it's not real, and it just feels so much different than when you get a movie like Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, which was a stupid effing name, but when Tom Cruise rides a motorcycle down the side of a cliff and then jumps off and parachutes onto a plane, he really did that. Like, yes, they built a ramp leading off of the cliff so that the runway was smooth for him to do the jump, but outside of that, the mountain was real, the jump off the motorcycle and the free fall down onto a train was all real, and watching that, it's this level of immersion you don't get anywhere else. And Tom Cruise is one of the few actors that strives for practicality. He wants, when people are watching movies, for them to feel the visceralness of it and to feel how real it is, and he wants to immerse you so that you have a great time watching these stunts play out before you. He wants to give you true, un-CGI filled entertainment, and I have to respect that as a die-hard fan of the movie experience. Watching him jump out of a plane with Henry Cavill and plummet towards a big gala event is incredible. Watching him climb up the side of the tallest building on the planet with nothing but a rope keeping him from falling to his death is riveting. Watching him drive a motorcycle through the busy streets of wherever this scene is, I'm not too sure, is just so much more engrossing than watching explosions and action scenes happen on a green screen. And maybe you don't care, maybe you don't mind it, but someone like me, I appreciate the attention to detail and the effort that goes into making a Mission Impossible movie, and the fact that it's the last one, it's the final mission, it's the last time we're gonna see Ethan Hunt save the world is so important to me, because I don't know if we're going to get movies like this going forward. Mission Impossible Fallout did the best any Mission Impossible movie ever made. I feel like it made somewhere between $600 and $700 million, and then Dead Reckoning Part 1 made less. It made more like $500 million. But it did come out around the time that the whole Barbenheimer event was happening, so it didn't really stand a chance because it only had like a week or so in theaters before that came out, and then that just took the world by storm. So wasn't really its fault, but the fact that the movies are on a decline, again, is just really depressing, because what that's going to say to Hollywood if people don't show up to see this final Mission Impossible film is that people don't care about this level of immersion, this much practicality. Let's just keep making movies on the green screen. It's cheaper. People don't care if it's not filmed in real life. And it breaks my heart that movies that put that much effort into making an experience for us that much more enjoyable goes by the wayside for something like Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I'm a big fan of the Mission Impossible franchise. I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna be there day one, and I really hope you guys show up to support this movie so that Hollywood makes more movies like it. We need movies like this to diversify from the CGI fests that they continue to pump out time after time after time. I hope this conversation has given you a reason to go and see Mission Impossible this upcoming weekend. If it has, I'd love to know if I pushed you in that direction. Are you excited for Mission Impossible? Maybe you don't care about them because it's like, why am I watching Tom Cruise at 60 years old still try and play an action hero? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.